Hi everyone, it's me, Lubna. Today is Friday, November 22nd, 2024. This video is dedicated to my beloved, and the topic of this video is going to be about how no moment of our lives is ordinary, and about how we should value and appreciate our own existence. So to illustrate this topic, today I wanted to share with you an entry from my journal that I wrote this morning. And this is the journal that I'm currently working on. It has an illustration of the tree of life on both the front and the back covers. And I wanted to preface this by saying that this week I have been listening to an audiobook from YouTube titled The Way of the Heart. And in my journal entry that I'm going to share with you today, I wrote down an excerpt from this audiobook that really spoke to me. So that excerpt is what I'll be sharing with you today, and that will be the focus of my video. So before I read the pages aloud to you, I wanted to show them to you in case you'd like to read them for yourself. And you can pause or take screenshots or whatever suits you. But these are the first 2 pages of my journal entry. And these are the last 2 pages of my journal entry. Okay, now I'll read that aloud to you. Here it goes. Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Today is my day off from classes for the week. I have been growing stronger and stronger in my faith and principle, in myself, and in destiny. I can feel a shift occurring within and without. I have been continuing to carefully and creatively read the book, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, by David Hawkins, MD, PhD. Yes, creative reading is a thing. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "One must be an inventor to read well." There is, then, creative reading as well as creative writing. When the mind is braced by labor and invention, the page of whatever book we read becomes luminous with manifold illusion. In addition to reading Letting Go, I have been listening to an audiobook titled The Way of the Heart. It is very powerful. I wanted to write some of it down here in my journal. This comes from Lesson 3. So, the very thought that you would claim as your own, from which you have created the world of your own personal experience, is also, literally, the result of your prayer to awaken. And the Father is creating, assisting you to create, just those experiences as stepping stones that carry you from where you are to where God is. The result is that your ordinary daily life is the most perfect ashram you could ever be within. It is the holy city to which it is wise to make pilgrimage every day, which means to bring awareness and commitment to exactly what you are experiencing, to be thankful for it, to bless it, to embrace it, to be vigilant, to be mindful. What is this moment teaching me? Having given that, then, as background and foundation, remember that you do not experience anything that is called an ordinary moment. In each and every moment, extraordinary things are occurring. Extraordinary things are occurring in which the whole of the universe is conspiring, which means to breathe together. The universe is conspiring with you to awaken you, to heal you. Trust it, love it. That these things are true, and I assure you that they are, means that your life, the very life you are living is equal in power and majesty and effectiveness as any life that has ever been lived. It means that your very life is equal to the one that I lived. For it is bringing you home, as my life was my pathway home to God. And so, to build on what we shared earlier, the third axiom or principle could be encapsulated in this way: I do not live any ordinary moments. With each breath, my experiences are the stepping stones laid before me of God to guide me home. Therefore, I will bring awareness to each moment and allow it to teach me how to forgive, how to embrace, how to love, and therefore, how to live fully. In your ordinary moments, 1,000 times each day, you'll be confronted by opportunities to be disturbed. And in that very same moment, you are being given the blessing of the opportunity to choose peace, to remember to cultivate a perception of your brother or sister that is a perception birthed out of the Christ mind, not the egoic mind. Forgiveness, then, can be practiced diligently. And you won't need to look too far. You will not need to make a pilgrimage to some far city. You do not need to go sit in a cave in the mountains somewhere to discover the way to God. It is all around you, because you can only be where you have decreed to be. And you have decreed to be there because you, as a soul, truly want nothing more than to awaken. And your life, just as it is unfolding, moment to moment, is meant for you. If this is true, and I assure you that it is, the way to God can only be found in your willingness to embrace and live fully the very life that is within you, that unfolds through you with each moment. To live without fear, to go forward, to indeed trust, to embrace the very power and the majesty that is the seed, the soil, the ground from which your life's experience is unfolding. It is precious, it is extraordinary, it is blessed, and it is given you of God. Would you not embrace the blessing of your life and sanctify it to keep it holy, and to indeed draw the line and recognize that your life is worthy of your respect? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what you think. So that is my journal entry for today. And there's more from that audiobook that I wanted to write down in my journal, but it would be way too long if I wrote down everything that I wanted to write down. But I just wanted to focus on that excerpt that I've just shared with you in my journal entry, and talk about how there are no ordinary moments in our lives. Even the fact that you're watching my video now is not an ordinary moment. It's not a coincidence. There is a chain of events that had to happen the way they happened in order to lead you here and lead you to watching my video right now. And likewise, there is a chain of events that had to happen in order for me to stumble upon that audiobook and listen to it and be affected by it. And hopefully this will have a further chain reaction in my life and your life too, perhaps. But when we think about this, we see how no moment is ordinary, and every moment is important and extraordinary in its own way. And every moment matters, whether or not this is apparent to us in the moment. Even the simplest of actions, even the simplest of experiences have an effect. And our entire life is a form of education. I remember listening to another audiobook or an audio recording of Henry Drummond's The Greatest Thing in the World, and there is a line in that goes like this: life is not a holiday but an education. So we're not here to always have fun and have things go easily for us. We are here to learn. In each and every moment of our lives, we are here to learn. And we have to think about that as we go throughout our day, go about our day and do the things that we have to do each and every day. Although it might seem like it's just routine, whatever it is that we have to do, even waking up and taking a shower, eating breakfast, exercising, all of these things are part of our routine. But when we live fully and appreciate fully each moment that we spend doing these things, we realize that there is going to be a limit to the number of times that we will experience these things. And so we have to extract as much value as we can from these moments, no matter how seemingly mundane, no matter how commonplace. Keep that in mind, the fact that your time here is limited and you're supposed to learn something while you're here. And when you keep that thought in mind, it will transform everything you do into a way for yourself to educate yourself. And that is what I've been doing, especially lately, as I've been reading a lot of books after I withdrew from medical school, and I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. And the things that I listen to and read are always on my mind, and the thoughts run through my mind as I go about my day-to-day activities, and they influence my experiences and my actions. So by sharing all of that with you, I wanted to encourage you to look at all of the moments of your life, the moments of your day-to-day life, as extraordinary, no matter how seemingly commonplace or mundane they may be. They are extraordinary, and each of these moments is a gift. Don't take it for granted. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to listen and or watch my video today. I hope you've learned something very valuable, and I'd like to wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.